All right, so you have a gym of some kind and you're all in on the referral process, you're all in on Training Equals Rehab. You figured out that you need these other types of skill sets to promote what it is that you're doing in your gym. And it should be pretty easy and very, very cut and dry. If you have these other service providers in your facility, you are minimizing barriers to get access. You are going to then, at worst, improve the quality of the training sessions. If somebody can do more or do more with less pain, then your experience that you're providing for them is closer to elite. Now, if you believe in this and the barrier is going somewhere else or what it costs, you have some option to control those types of things in this box-in-a-box setting. But where do you start? I think there's two ways to start. And of course, there's a lot of other types of boxes that need to be checked here. But where do you start? Well, if you are referring to a chiro, a physical therapist, or someplace outside of your gym, and you've got good relationship, good communication, people are happy, what do? You can, and there is probably some ethical or moral standard here, but you are more than welcome to solicit said individual to then take space in your facility. And now remember, you can't pay them. You can offer them a rental real estate deal, but that person pretty much has to be ready to go on their own. So if you're doing well with physical therapist Bill and you like him and you have good communication, be like, Bill, did you ever think about kind of doing your own thing? Maybe there's a way to do your own thing a couple times a week if it's not in violation with what you're doing at physical therapy, insert town, sport, and spine. We'd love to have you here at the gym, and obviously you can do your own marketing. We're gonna market the hell out of you for our clients, but we're just looking for a rental deal because I think we can get you more people if you're in the gym, and that's one way to do it. Now, that individual may not be able to step away for whatever non-competes or whatever. What I see the most of is that individual is too scared and too chicken shit to actually go out on their own and do their own thing. And I use these words very, very carefully, like chicken shit. And the reason is because some of the most frustrating conversations, whether I am supporting another facility or how we try to grow Kyle and my business in New York City, is the moment somebody comes up with a reason why they shouldn't do it, aka I have bills, I have this, economics 101, at no point do the responsibilities that you have to cover financially get less as time moves on. The best time to always go out on your own, if that's who you are, and if someone's chicken shit, they're not, the best time to do it was yesterday, okay? So a lot of times that individual won't, and their reasons are fine. It doesn't mean you have to like it. Now, the other way to do it is you go to Bill's boss, and we're like, hey, we would like to work something out. You have an office in our facility, but we only want to do that if you can work out some type of arrangement where Bill is the one that comes. And that may not be a good deal for the other facility because Bill is a generator, and well, why would they do that? Well, maybe if you offer them a very, very attractive real estate offer, aka free rent, to get Bill in there, and you're simply looking at this not as a revenue source, not even as so much of a loss leader, because most gyms are gonna have space. If you don't have the space, then it's not so much of a loss leader. It's a loss. But if you can figure out a way to get them in there, and they can then create value for your clients simply to have better training sessions. In theory, you should be able to get more people in the door and keep them in the door. In theory, if you're referring and the service being provided by the PT or chiro is honest and ethical, then nothing bad is really happening. Now, that may not make the best business sense for both sides, but those are the two ways you can start to get somebody into your facility. You ask them, you provide whatever support you can legally to allow them to do their own thing, or you go to their boss and see if there's basically an opportunity to create a satellite in your facility, but only for specific therapists. And of course, you can't tell them the real estate deal is over if you don't provide this therapist. And then that just goes back to, how do you create all of these things working together with the right people? Just pick the right people. There's a lot of other boxes to check, but that's your first step. How do you get that person in there? How do you get them showing up for 3-4 hours, every Tuesday and Thursday? This is how you do it. You get the guy you like, or you go to their boss and see if there's a satellite opportunity so you can go back to one. Get the guy you like.